This is Citroen's all-new SUV, the C3 Aircross. It replaces the C3 Picasso, so MPV replaced by SUV, really following market trends and the want of buyers to be in sports utility vehicles. However, it still aims to give the same practicality that the MPV did before, now with a new, more modern, rugged appearance. Ride height's been raised by 20mm to give it 175mm of clearance. Styling wise, at the front you get the two-tier headlights, there's 3D effect tail lights, there's body cladding and front and rear skid plates to give it that more rugged off-road appearance, whilst you can choose between 16 and 17-inch alloy wheels. A big thing with this is the ability to customise its appearance. There are 8 external paint colours, 3 separate roof colours and 4 colour packs to choose from. In combination, all those colours mean there's up to 85 different colour options for the outside of the Aircross. And the Venetian blind that comes part of the colour pack on the rear windows. There are 2 engines to choose from in 5 separate variants. A 1.2 litre petrol is offered with 82 PS, 110 PS and 130 PS, whilst a 1.6 diesel is offered with 100 PS or 120. Depending on the output, either comes with a 5-speed manual or 6-speed manual gearbox. However, the 1.2 litre 110 petrol is offered with a 6-speed automatic. There are 3 trim levels, starting with touch, feel and then range topping Flair, and prices for the new C3 Aircross start at £13,995. Today we're testing the 1.2 litre petrol in Flair trim, which costs £18,000. This model gets the 5-speed manual gearbox. The 3-cylinder turbocharged engine develops 108 brake horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque. That's enough to get it from standstill to 62 miles an hour in 11.3 seconds. On an official combined cycle, it'll return 56 miles per gallon and emits 115 grams per kilometre of CO2. The engine performs adequately enough. It's not particularly fast, but there's enough mid-range grunt there to get you on the move and overtaking cars ahead when needed. It is, however, quite vocal. There's a nice little grumble to it, but at low speeds it's really surprisingly noisy, as it is under harder acceleration. This 5-speed manual gearbox clunks into gear quite nicely, has a medium weighting clutch, so it's quite easy to use to get you on the way. The throw's also not too long. The automatic box performs well, it shifts gears smoothly and reacts pretty decently when you sink the right pedal to try and get a move on. The C3 Aircross doesn't try and disguise that it's set up to be a comfortable car, and it totally succeeds. It's softly sprung and deals with the majority of what roads can throw at it. Some of the harsher bumps you do feel a little bit because of the bigger alloys, but it's nothing that's intrusive or going to ruin your day. However, when the road gets a bit rougher, it can pitch a little from side to side. Handling wise, it's decent enough and doesn't scare you from taking corners with a little bit of gusto. At low speeds, the steering is nice and light, so it makes it very easy to manoeuvre around town and get in and out of parking spaces. On the move, it's pretty consistent and very quick to react. However, front end grip is in short supply, and it will surprise you how quickly those front wheels do spin up. This has a 400-pound traction pack on it, so you get the traction control system and hill descent, and hill descent can keep you as low as 2 miles an hour going down steeper inclines, whilst the traction control has 5 settings, including normal mode, snow, mud, sand and traction off. At motorway speeds, the wind noise is really rather loud and a little bit disappointing, whilst there's a tad of road noise. All-round visibility is not too bad. The front pillars are quite long and sloped, and the rest of it's okay. You'll deal with it quite happily. There's a reversing camera on this model and front and rear parking sensors. Inside there are 5 different colour options to choose from. This particular version has a plastic soft touch finish and fabric on the doors. However, other versions have a fabric finish on the dash, and it's all rather tasteful. There's some gloss black, and with this colour pack some nice orange detailing around. The handbrake's rather funkily styled, as is the gear lever, and the overall interior, it's very interesting and well designed. There's a 7-inch infotainment touchscreen which also controls the air conditioning, your music, navigation and phone. There's plenty more kit fitted to this model as well, with cruise control, lane departure warning, automatic lights and wipers. This model is fitted with the £950 option of the panoramic opening sunroof, which is a nice touch but quite expensive. Citroen are working towards having a USP of providing comfortable cars, and that goes for the ride and the interior. So you get these comfy lounge chairs and plenty of space and light around. The chairs have a pump lever down the side to adjust your height and a second dial to control your backrest. In the lowest position, I've got enough headroom left, but if you're heading up towards 6 foot, it might be getting towards a squeeze. There's an adjustable armrest for the driver, which helps that cabin comfortable seating position. The steering wheel is manually operated and has decent adjust for reach and tilt. Practicality in here is good. There's a big door bin that'll easily take a bottle, 2 cup holders in the middle, a little tray ahead, but the cup holders can be lifted out to make that just another tray. Whilst between the seats there's a small cup holder or tray for the rear passengers, a little shelf in front of the passenger seat and a small glove box. Let's have a look in the back. The rear doors are large and open to a wide angle, so it's easy to get in. Once in, this bench can be manoeuvred front and back by up to 150mm. That increases boot space from 410 litres to 520. The rear seats are also adjustable, so I can change my angle, sit higher up or more relaxed back. In the highest up position, headroom, well, my head's just touching the ceiling and I'm 5'9", or at least my hair is. I've got enough leg and knee room. Whilst there's some fabric finish on the door, a good sized door bin and a 12-volt socket between the seats. The floor is pretty flat all the way across, so 3 should be able to fit in if you're not too tall. However, if you are taller, put the seat back and you've got more headroom. Now these seats offer even more adjustability and can fold flat to have a load bay that's flat all the way through, with the boot floor in its highest position, while the front passenger seat can also fold flat to have quite a long stretch where you can put skis or whatever in. Between the seats is a fold down armrest, which also forms as a ski hatch, and that's got a couple of cup holders in it. However, it does go straight through to the boots. If the boots fall under harder braking, you might be at risk of something coming through on you. So what's the verdict of the C3 Aircross? Well, in a market that's now becoming very congested, it really does offer something different. It's a great looking car, it's got a super comfy ride and decent engines. It's got lots of adjustability to personalise it and plenty of versatility inside. It's well worth considering, so I don't think you'll be too disappointed with the Aircross. Thanks for watching. Do check out our website for all the latest news and reviews. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for free, and see you next time.